Hi, I'm Adam from Booklee. So how do I get started with my digital guidebook here at Booklee? It is very simple. I'm here to show you. Let's get started. So the very first thing, here on my screen now you can see a very detailed article on how to get started with your digital guidebook for your Airbnb or short-term rental here at Booklee. So if you ever feel stuck or need help, feel free to check out this article. I can assure you it's going to help you a lot starting your digital guidebook here at Booklee. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm just going to pretty much go through this whole article and show you live in action how to get started with your digital guidebook here at Booklee. So let me jump in. So here I am on my Booklee dashboard, and the very first thing we want to navigate to Booklee Guidebooks section so that we can start building our digital guidebook. So for that, here at the top, we can see there's these sections: My Page, Bookings, Properties, and Guidebooks. Guidebooks is where we want to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to simply click here on Guidebooks. So here I've already built a guidebook for myself. If you don't have a guidebook built for your Booklee, here you're going to have a blank screen here asking you if you want to create a guidebook for yourself. Simply click Create Guidebook and that's it. But if you're like me and you already have a guidebook, you can simply click here at the top, Create a Guidebook. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to click here, Create a Guidebook, and the very first thing you need to choose is the template that you want to use for your guidebook. You can select from short-term rentals template, bed and breakfast, hotel, camping, destination guide, events and conferences, and other. I'm gonna select short-term rentals and click continue. So now you need to select the property for which you want to build your guidebook for. So you have three options here. You can select a property you've already created on your Booklee account. You can import your property from an already existing OTA listing link, such as from Airbnb, Booking.com, VRBO, or Expedia, or you can start from an empty template. I'm going to show you all of these. So first, let me start with picking a property. So I simply click here, pick a property, and these are properties I've already created on my Booklee. So I simply select the property I want to build my guidebook for and click continue. So now you need to provide a precise location for your property so that your guidebook works as intended and your guests can use it once they visit your property. So the very first thing I need to select here is the country where my property is located. So I'm going to select the United States, the city. So the city is actually this, Bronson, and the state is Kentucky. And for the street, for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to type in First Street. And then type in your postal code. Once again, for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to type in some random numbers here. And then click continue. And voila, give it a few seconds and Booklee is going to generate your guidebook. And here we go. We are in. So this is the Booklee digital guidebook editor. The first things about this is that here on the right hand side, you can see immediately a live preview of your digital guidebook. And you can edit your guidebook here on the left hand side. So that is how you create a guidebook from an existing property that you've created on your Booklee already. So now let me show you how to create a guidebook by importing an already existing OTA listing link. So I've navigated back to my guidebook section, and once again I'm going to create a new guidebook by clicking here at the top, create a guidebook. I'm going to once again choose the short-term rentals template, click continue, but this time I'm going to select import from an existing listing. Now you can see there's this field asking you to import your OTA listing URL. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to navigate to my Airbnb listing over here. And this is my Airbnb listing I'm going to build my guidebook for. So what you need to do, simply just copy the listings link, the guest view listing link. So here it is. Here's the listing link at the top. What I do, right click, copy, go back to Booklee, right click, paste, and I paste in the link over here. Click continue, and now once again I need to select location of my property, so once again that my guidebook works properly and my guests can use it. So I'm gonna select the country where my property is located. So once again, United States. The city this time is this. The state is Kentucky. And the street, once again, for the sake of this demo, I'm going to type in first street, and for the postal code, once again, some random numbers, but make sure that you type in the correct address of your property. I click continue, and once again, give it a few seconds, and Booklee is going to generate you a already live Booklee guidebook. And voila, there we are. This is the guidebook imported from my existing OTA listing. So last but not least, let me show you how to create a guidebook completely from scratch. So once again, I'm gonna click here, create a guidebook. Again, I'm gonna select short-term rentals, click continue, but this time start from an empty template. So I'm gonna give a name to my guidebook. So let me just name it my property, like this. I'm gonna click continue. And once again, I need to type in the location of my property. So let me type in this once again. So United States, I'm gonna go with the same address as for the previous property, like this. Once again, first street for the sake of this demo, and some random numbers for the postal code. Once again, make sure that you type in the exact location of your property so that your guidebook works properly and there are no issues for your guests. I click continue. Now give it a second. Booklee is going to generate the guidebook, and voila. Now you can see this is a completely empty template. There are already pre-generated sections for me that I can edit, but there are no images and other types of content. So I can start pretty much from a completely empty slate. So that's it. Remember, if you have any issues, feel free to go through the help article I showed you at the beginning of this video. I assure you it can help you a lot. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers. Bye-bye.